students, I Kamlesh Kumar. Welcome to all of you at my YouTube channel Social Science Academy. We are studying the chapter of Civics Class 8, the Union Government, the Legislature, in which we have talked many things, and we have in the previous video we talked about the Lok Sabha. In this video we are going to discuss about the Rajya Sabha. So the maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha is 250. Out of this, 12 members are nominated by the President of India, and the remaining 238 are elected from the states and union territories by the elected members of the state legislative assemblies. So the differences which already we have seen, that the members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected and the members of the Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected, and the members which we elect for the legislative assemblies for the different states, they elect the members of the Rajya Sabha. So out of the 250 members, 12 members will be 12 members will be nominated by the President of India from different fields, and 238 members will be representatives of various states and union territories. The 12 nominated members are distinguished personalities who excel in various fields of art, literature, science, social service, sports, etc. So from these fields, the President of India, if feel, he or she can nominate 12 members in the Rajya Sabha. So this is the composition of the Rajya Sabha. Now let us talk about the qualification. To become a member of Rajya Sabha, a person must be a citizen of India and not less than 30 years of age, which was 25 years in the case of the Lok Sabha. Here, for the becoming the member of Rajya Sabha, a person must attain the age of 30 years, and his or her name must be in voter list at anywhere in India. So, do you know fact? The people do not participate directly in the election of the Rajya Sabha members. The members are elected indirectly by the state legislators, elected MLAs only. So Delhi is not a state, yet its assembly elects 3 members to the Rajya Sabha. So it is exception here, you know the fact, and it can be asked in examination also. So election and tenure. Unlike Lok Sabha, the Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. As we have seen in the case of the Lok Sabha, normal tenure is 5 years, and the President can dissolve it before 5 years on the recommendation of the Prime Minister. Here it is not. This house is permanent house. It is not the matter of dissolution, so it can never be dissolved. After every 2 years, 1/3 members of its members retire, and elections are held to fill these seats. So therefore, each member of Rajya Sabha has a term of 6 years. Means once you get elected for the Rajya Sabha, you will be there for 6 years, and every year total out of the total member, 1/3 of the member get retired. So it has been arranged like that. Presiding officer of the Rajya Sabha, the Vice President of India is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Already I have explained in the previous videos also what is the meaning of ex officio. So as soon as a person become the elected the Vice President of India, he or she meanwhile at the same time will become the Vice President of the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Like the Lok Sabha speaker, she or he also presides over the meeting of the Rajya Sabha, conducts its proceedings and maintains the discipline and decorum of the house. So it is the similar duty which performs the Lok Sabha speaker for the Lok Sabha. Here the Vice President of India perform the similar duty for the Rajya Sabha. Since the Vice President is not a member of the house, she or he cannot vote on any issue, whereas the Lok Sabha speaker can. So it is one of the difference you can note down. It can be asked in the examination. So there in Lok Sabha, the Lok Sabha speaker or deputy speaker are elected from amongst the members of the Lok Sabha. Here he or she, the Vice President of India, is not the member of either house, but he is only presiding officer of the house, so he or she cannot vote in any matter in the Rajya Sabha. So the Rajya Sabha elects its deputy chairman also from amongst its members, who performs the duties of the chairman in his or her absence. So Rajya Sabha, like Lok Sabha, here will be also the chairman and deputy chairman. In the absence of the vice president, this deputy chairman perform all the duty of the presiding officer of the Rajya Sabha. That's all in this video. In the next video, we will talk about the powers and functions of the Union Parliament. That will be the last video of this chapter. So till then, keep watching. Thanks. Have a nice day. If you are liking my video, please press on like button and subscribe my channel to get the earliest notifications of new videos. Thank you.